Okay. We are other space architects, including some designer, architects, and engineer friends. In the initial part, Ajay made a general space architectural talk, and then Sima gave some examples, and lastly, I will give our personal design. It's named Mirage House. We got some biomimicry inspiration from nature. We made like a two component of two biomimicry. One is this plant, and the second one is the honeycomb. This plant named spherical Fibonacci lattice. It has like a small flowers inside. So it's something like this when we take one of it. And in the honeycomb, as you know, hexagonal shape means that you can include more honey inside of it. So that's why it's like hexagonal. I combined these two and reached this shape. So we use this shape to make our concept of design. In the computer, I was trying on this shape. When we continue to increasing the number of each panel, it can take us to the perfect sphere also, and it can be like a trusses like this. When we make it circular, it will be smaller in the top part and bigger in the bottom part. So we reached out to this shape. So this is our design, but I want to put more details what we have in concept and why we did like this. This spherical circular shape has two layers, and like two layers on each other, and in the middle part we press the air of the Mars itself. So in the previous, a lot of projects they did like ice shells or maybe something different, but we have a new idea about this, about space architecture projects. We wanted to take the air of the Mars itself and press it in the middle of two layered material to protect inside, to make safer inside livable part. As you can see here, these are the air locks, or it can be like a passage to the other neighbor. It will be like neighbors next to each other. In the middle part, there will be livable area, safe area with different small neighbors. We have concept on the having like a small district, like a village project on the Mars Village project, and it can be like a greenhouse design, but habitats in it. This is the exterior cover, but there is also interior cover. In the middle, the air is compressed. And also we have one small idea I will try to present in the picture. Okay, yeah, here. In the top part, we don't need to actually take the direct sun rays, so we make this part not transparent, but this part can be transparent. So we close this part to protect interior. And here is habitat first habitat, and second habitat, and third habitat, and fourth habitat. This part in the middle between the habitats is for a greenhouse. It's for growing plants, vegetables, and so on. In the middle part, there is a mutual area that can be used for the investigations and works and gym or other facilities. And one other idea is about having the design itself can produce its own oxygen from the carbon dioxide outside of the outside. It's like the MOXIE design, so we can put like some the meshing of the MOXIE in these parts, and they can take the air and press to this part, but it will not be stable. The air will be converted to the oxygen for the inside life. In the plan, it will be something like this. One more thing is about the lighting. Because we have like plants inside of this project, we have to have extra lights because the Mars light is not enough. It's very weak. And as you know, in the greenhouse of the space, they use different lights, and each of it can be placed according to the plants. And here there will be air, pressed air. So if you have the pressed air, the light will be released around in a better way. And how we can increase our village? We can increase it was the initial thought, but it was like very complex, and we needed to cut a lot. So then we have thought about two different options. It can be something like this and have only 4 opening, and it will be according to the growth of the village. It can be open or closed. And the second option can be something like this in order. And this is our project's render of the outside. And in the inside of it, as you see in the middle part, we have the mission area for, like as I said, for investigation and works, and maybe serving and gym area, and these are the habitats. So it can be designed for first mission, and then it can grow with the new doors. It can be opened from here. It is very flexible project. And here is like the a house in the garden. Is one another interior design, interior render. And next one, and the night view of the interior, and the night view of the other view, and this one also. And that's all about our presentation and project. Thank you. And you can keep contact with this email all the time and ask any other questions.